Hey guys, good morning everyone. Welcome back to another video this evening with Miss JD for our daily stock market insights. And earlier today, I was able to record and share the status of my portfolio. Initially, I wanted to review the most trending stocks, but something happened to my laptop. That's why I just focused on uh, my portfolio update. And this now will focus on the outlook for the stocks that we have in the Philippine market. So if this is the first time you're watching this video, please know that I do review stocks on a daily basis. I also share the status of my portfolio, and sometimes I do also review stocks in the US market and cryptocurrency. I'm also active in that. So if this is the kind of video you want, I'm inviting you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated whenever I have new videos. And yeah, good luck to us tomorrow. In my other video, I was sharing to everyone that we are still not over so far with the red candlestick that ended today. I can say that downtrend is not over yet. There could be a continuation going downwards uh, in our market today or in our market performance today. So, by the way, time now is 2:55 in the morning of February 25th. So this is going to be a pre-open stock market analysis. So um, later today, it's going to be Feb 25 market day. All right. So let us see. Hold on. Is it a holiday? I'm not sure. Anyway, be it a holiday or not, um, whatever findings I have, I will share here will apply to the next market day. Let's talk about just one moment. I really need to print out something. It is. Looks like it. Let me see. I just needed to verify if February 25th is there. It is. It's a holiday. It's a People Power Revolution anniversary. So yeah, it's a holiday, but then again, we won't skip a day. We're consistently doing this anyway. And we could review more stocks tomorrow. In the meantime, let me just share with you uh, my outlook here. I also shared this in the other video that we could potentially revisit the 6,600 level for our index, which I think uh, can potentially happen given that the volume of the sell-off today is really huge. Look at that. The overall sentiment is still towards a decline. So, but let's closely monitor the 6,600 level because we have formed a support rate at this level, and we also have a resistance formed here. So when we go back, then chances are, this area is sharing or is telling us that that could be a significant area of a possible bounce. All right, now let's talk about Dito. So Dito over here did a uh, significant drop. It even dropped to as low as, let me just check that one. From the time or from the price where it dropped ended yesterday, it was a almost 20% or 18% dip, but we managed to recover within the day. So I'm thinking uh, we might see a bounce happening within the MA20 level. So this is the area I'm looking at. But just in any case, we go beyond that. I suggest just take advantage of it. Just accumulate some volume. So today I just want to share personally. I added two entries here just to add more onto my current exposure for the stock, bringing my average now to the 8 peso level. But I think it's really worth it if you are to consider Dito for mid to long term investing. And so far, we're very near that possible support area. So I'm assuming you guys have already established a good base. And if you want to add more here, that is now for, with an outlook to hold on to this position at mid to long term perspective. Because technically, if you are going to trade this, yes, there is really still an upside here, but I think we might have some, slow movement. But I know this coming March, first week of March, is the target launch for the third telco. So they'll start their operation first week of March. So we could. So I'm anticipating here we won't reach outright in the 50s level, right? But 25 is a big possibility. We could easily reach that. So 25 to 30, I have a strong feeling we could even reach that um, within the month. So don't just manage your expectations, because technically we are already in the all-time high, almost at the all-time high level. So it is the market who will define where the next resistance will be. But definitely here, if you just want to start entering, then just manage the size first, and it really depends on your outlook as to how and why are you entering in the stock. PHA over here, so we also declined, but one good thing about PHA is it respected the MA20 line. So good job for those who were able to catch it very near the MA20 level. And then now you have a what? How many percent is this? So if you entered right here on the same day, you were able to gain 12%. So my take here is that there could be a continuation, but very near your resistance though. Our next resistance could be 3.25. So if you're going to do range trading for this, it can also you can also do that. But let me see your potential here. That's a 24% upside. If you're going to catch it again, if there's an opportunity for this price to reach 262. Okay, so that's our opportunity. But what if there's none? Then that could only give you a possible upside of 8%. So again, this is also in the past few weeks, and looking at where it is at right now. So we are on the expensive side already, but again, look at PHA. If you're investing in PHA, look at the bigger picture. So if you, even though this is already on the expensive side, I know a lot of you can still play this stock because you could be a momentum trader or a breakout trader or a long-term investor. So there's really a thousand and one way to play this stock. Some would wait for a breakout, and breakout would mean price starting and ending higher than the 3 peso level. Then that's a breakout. So uh, another promising stock as well here. So good luck. ASAN. We ended lower than the MA20 line. So I just feel like there is a possibility that this price level could be revisited. That's the reason why I temporarily said goodbye to ASA and sold everything here just to secure some gains, because today we were at a critical level, and we have to really make sure that even though my gain here has reduced by 10%. So I think I was able to lock in a 12% gain here. Um, but then again, at least we were able to secure some cash, so that when it goes back to the 610 level, potentially it will we can still re-enter right there. The reason why I'm saying that it could potentially revisit that, and that's an area, guys, so it could be slightly higher anyway. Um, the reason is because we crossed the MA20 line, so chances are we could go back and check out the next support level. And what I can see is at the 610 area. ASEN is a very good company under a good management team. So I'm not really nervous about this stock. I just want to wait for it to go back to a much lower level. Well, foreign buying happened today, so interesting. APL also, hopefully this now has created a higher low. So we remember we managed to rally, did a breakout of the MA20 line, and then revisited that MA20 level in today's market performance. So there could be a big possibility that it will either do sideways and touch the 0.24, 0.23, 45 level and then continue to move higher, because I'm thinking this now could mean that we're creating a higher low. Yeah, so I'm pegging it at from 2366 to, actually that's not the area, this is the area that I'm looking at. So 23.2356, that's our nearest support, and we could reach slightly higher. That's why today I even placed an order at the 0.24, because I know sometimes we could be a little higher than the actual line where we plotted. Next would be Merrimart. Merrimart is still, I think this is just respecting the previous support at the moment here, around 6.42, but today I entered at 6.60. So, um, yeah, there could be a big chance that 642 is going to be a strong support at the moment. And if the stock is really, if the investors of the stock really would like, if we have a lot of mid to long term investors, then chances are we could just stabilize and you'll experience the candlesticks are starting to become smaller and smaller as we reach the support area. In the same manner that, uh, sometimes when a resistance uh, or yeah, a price gets overbought, then your trigger as well is when a stock becomes either a doji, right, or a shooting star. So you'll find out. Just Google those kinds of candlesticks and you'll find out. But definitely, one thing that I have observed, like this one, the body of the candlestick is starting to become smaller. This one too, smaller. Okay, this was a sideways movement here, and then eventually um, smaller, and then our volume started to increase. That means people felt that this area is already an okay price. They're not selling anymore, and then all of a sudden the volume is starting to pick up, which happened on the next day right here, and eventually we started triggering the upper band. So see that, so from a constricted Bollinger Band, we started to trigger. See that there's a long wick right there, and we eventually did a gap up, but that was really very quick. It even reached up to this level, but again, people felt just right in this level, people felt it was starting to become expensive again. So going back here, it could potentially go back again to the 6.37 area and test that previous resistance and probably create a brand new support right over there. The next one is BDO. BDO, I say even though this is already starting to look cheap, we can still get this at a lower price. Remember, I mentioned earlier that we're not out of the woods yet for our index, so chances are BDO will also have the same sentiment. There could still be a continuation moving downwards, and 100 peso level will be our support area. Let's see if it will sustain there or to hold and make a bounce there. You can maybe try to do a test buy if you like. Overall, look at this, the potential of this stock. We're still technically moving sideways here. BSC. BSC over here. Well, your support area is still holding. Look at that. Could be, right? So let's first test if this area will hold, like very near your MA20 line, 110 level. Um, with this recovering within the day, so I feel strongly about the stock. I mean the chart itself. So again, if you're to since I mentioned the the stock, I feel strongly about the industry itself. Okay, this is into the renewable energy. So if you find ASEN as on the expensive side and you want to buy a company, or buy some shares in a company that's also into the renewable energy and that's on a much lower price, and you feel that the potential of this stock is really uh, uh, impressive, if you see a growth in the company, then you can still check this out. This is still at a healthy level, if I may say. Okay, so if you're just going to look at it in the short term, like looking at 1.93, for instance, is the next resistance, then that will give you a possible gain of 70 to 73%. That's in the short term, because it could potentially revisit this. Otherwise, if you want to just hold on to your position, 110 level is still very cheap, right? Let's talk about ICT. ICT, well, the rest is experiencing a bloodbath today. ICT gained by 1.67%. Although, uh, with us stopping at 122, that is still a resistance level. So just be extra careful, because this could already mean that we got rejected at the resistance area, and it could go back to your previous support. So if you just want to play safe and be on the conservative side, maybe you can place an order very near that, and just anticipate the level where you want to set as your stop loss area. But I think, you know, uh, who knows, right? We could be jumping and starting the price, crossing the MA20 line, and that's a different story. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying that is because you have some foreign buying here. So maybe there could be a sideways movement here first, there, and then eventually cross the MA20 line, right? Take note. Let's see the overall picture. We're very near the uh, major resistances here. Okay, so this has already recovered, and then we're just doing sideways. The downside of this setup is sometimes, right, you move up and then sideways and then break down. Sometimes that happens too. So just be extra careful with that, because it's also starting to point downwards here. So we'll see. 118. Closely monitor the price action around that area. Pair it with the volume as well. Okay, so I think that's it for this evening. I'll make sure to record another one by tomorrow, because I want to take advantage of the holiday and review more, so that we can be prepared come Friday. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope you hit the like and subscribe too if you want to watch more of this video in the future. Thank you, and bye.